Hey, what's up guys? Yes, it's your main man JB, and in this video I'm going to show you how I made this parquet coffee table. Check it out. So I started off by cutting all the pieces to form the parquet top. Then I sanded all the pieces by hand just to get any sharp edges off. This video is sponsored by Geocel and I'm using their Joiner's Mate wood adhesive. This is a polyurethane gel. It's water resistant. It's very high strength. You can use it indoors and outdoors. And this will bond wood, metal, brick, masonry, plastic, stone. So it's a real good all-rounder. And obviously I'm going to be using it for gluing down my blocks for my table, and it does give you about 5-minute work time. So the idea here is I'm going to put a layer of glue onto the board, and then I've got a little bit of time to wiggle the pieces around. Now, in order for the adhesive to go off quicker and better, it is advisable to dampen one surface. I will just spray the base of this with a little bit of water, and it just makes it even better. So let's get on with it. Once the Joiner's Mate wood adhesive had set, and it doesn't take long at all, I gave the top a sand with some 60, 80 and 120 grit paper for a nice smooth finish. I cut the tabletop to the size I wanted using my punch saw. And if you want to see a review of this saw, click that link above. I mixed some PVA and sawdust and used this to fill any tiny gaps between the blocks. After cutting all the edge pieces and mitering them, I glued and pinned these to the top. Then I gave it another sand to smooth off the filler and to achieve a flush finish with the edges. I'm applying an oil varnish for a tough, hard-wearing finish. Rubbing down in between coats with some 240 grit paper. At this point, I have given this tabletop 3 coats of this Osmo oil, and because the tabletop consists of this end grain of wood, it is very porous. So I'm going to give it a 4th coat. And this time I'm going to be using a brush just to get a more even finish. So hopefully after the 4th coat, we'll have a really nice flawless finish. I'm using a piece of 240 grit paper, which is really smooth and ideal for sanding down in between coats, and in particular finishing off for the final coat. So just put my hand across it. It still feels a little bit rough, little bits of dust and what have you. So we'll give it a rub down and we'll get it super smooth. And that really does feel like glass now already. So I'm going to go in different directions initially to get the product on. But then what I'll do is finish it off with even strokes, just one way, just to give it that finished look. And so if there were any brush marks, which is very unlikely because this product does dry very flat, but just in case, we'll have everything run in the same way. But I think this is going to look pretty good after this coat. Already it's looking really, really flat. After 4 coats, the finishing is now all done. So the last thing to do is to install the legs. So there it is at last, the final product all finished and done. And this is what it looks like indoors. And I think you'll agree, it looks absolutely fantastic. Well, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and I'll see you next time.